Yo, 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 peace. What's up, citizens of the World Wide Web? It's Mr. 13, and we are back with another edition of The Sit Down. Today, I got Khem King in the building.
What's good? What up? What up?
He is an artist, a singer, an overall creative. I had the pleasure of meeting this man at an event where he performed, and I got to say, he had the ladies dripping. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Yo, man, Khem King, what's up? Thanks for joining us. How you doing?
Brother. I'm good, man. I'm good. Thank you for having me, bro. I know we've been trying to do this for a little minute, so appreciate you. We finally made it out on this rainy Sunday, but, you know, rain don't stop us.
Not at all. When you're out there hustling, man, all weather, snow, rain, sleet, all of that.
Yeah, man.
So, yeah, I went to the event. I actually had my art hanging that day, and we started chopping it up about the art, and then you told me you were an artist. How long have you been making music for?
Well, I've been singing my whole life. You know, like I've loved music growing up, you know, Michael Jackson, Drew Hill, Boyz II Men, like very young singing, but I didn't really decide to become an artist until like maybe 2010. Because, you know, I started acting too, and I was doing acting before I was singing. But in like 2010, I really was like, all right, I'm going to be an artist. I want to be a singer. But, you know, life lifed. And, you know, throughout that entire time, I didn't. So I decided to become an artist in 2010, but I didn't put out my first project till this year. So 13 years later, and now I finally dropped my first EP. You know, I got my first music video out. You know, I'm actually doing the music thing now. And it took a minute, but, you know, I needed to go through that experience, you know, that lifetime, that time to really learn myself and really take this seriously, and just life in general, you know, growing up and stuff like that.
So you said it took you about 13 years to get back on track to do your music. So what was it about that time in your life that made you decide that you were going to take a break?
Just life, bro. Just trying to work, you know, just trying to, you know, make money and survive. Just trying to make money and survive. You know, my fault.
That's all good.
And just having to live life. You know, I speak about this freely, but, you know, I've had issues with alcohol in the past. Okay. So, you know, partying and things like that. So I had to go through a lot to really, you know, hit rock bottom, you know, in a sense, to really figure out, shit, man, this ain't it. You know, like I've struggled with depression and weight and drinking and things like that. So I really had to take a step back and look at myself and be like, yo, what are you doing? What am I doing? You know, I have all this talent. I have a great support system behind me throughout my entire life, you know, my family, my friends. And everyone always saw the potential and the light in me, even when I wasn't seeing it myself.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? So if I finally grew up, you know, and like, yo, I had to make a change and really figure out what I wanted to do with my life. So now I'm at the point where I'm doing everything. Yeah. You know, I stopped drinking. It's been over 8 months for me.
Congratulations.
Thank you, man. And that's a long time because, you know, I was drinking a lot.
Yeah.
You know, I'm going to keep it a buck. You know, people who know me have seen the progression, you know, when I was at my worst to where I'm at now. And, you know, they've seen it in me, and I kind of just shock myself every time. It's like, damn, it was there the whole time.
Gotcha.
But now it's like, okay, I'm focused, I'm clear-minded, no fog. So I'm doing the acting, I'm doing the singing, I'm doing the school, just shotgun approach, just hitting everything, you know,
Gotcha.
See what sticks.
Yeah. So I hear you say life was lifing, but was there a particular event in your life that led you to decide that you was going to, you know, drink, like that led you to the drinking?
I'll be real. It was just the habit. You know, because, you know, in society, you know, in my bad, I know I keep, in society, you know, alcohol is so accepted. Yeah. You know, it's legal, it's a social lubricant, you know, people do it. Yeah. And when I was in college, the first time back in 2005, I started school in 2005. Okay. From 2005 to 2009, I started as an electrical engineering major, quickly switched to theater arts, and I was an actor. I was doing classical, you know, classically trained Shakespeare, musicals, all that. So it would be, you know, we would act, we would do the shows, and then there would be after parties, you know, and I was young, 18, 19.
Enjoying yourself.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Having a good time, having fun, not knowing, you know, just partying, you know, being young. And then as time progressed, it was a show, after party, play, after party, play, after party. Then it was just after party, after party, after party, after party. Then it was just music after party, but really more about the after party shit, you know, the party life and all of that. And before I knew it, it was just that. You know, I was the party guy. I was the one, yo, let's take a shot. Yo, a shot o'clock. Yo, what time is it? It's shot o'clock, shot o'clock. You know
Frank the Tank is in the building.
You already know. You already know. So it was just that. And then being in that, you don't really notice it.
You don't notice it.
You know, because drunk or, you know, hungover or whatever, just focusing on the wrong shit.
Yep.
And it got to this point where, you know, I was already back in school this year, you know, when I decided to, when I consciously made that choice to stop drinking 100, that was in April. You know, I was actually shooting the trailer for the movie that I'm in.
The movie, okay.
Yeah, and you know, I was drinking that night, but it wasn't even the worst that I've been.
So what was it that clicked?
It was just that little bit that where it just had me a little. I mean, I did my thing, you know, acting wise. You know, when the cameras were rolling, we shot the trailer. It was amazing. Director, everybody loved it. But it was something inside of me personally. I'm like, yo, you know what? This is a big thing. This is a major motion picture that was coming out. You know what I'm saying? Gotcha. And even though I did my thing, I felt like I could have done better.
Yeah.
And just being a little too comfortable, I guess, in a very professional setting, even though, you know, we had to be hype and this and that, but, you know, I didn't bring my A game. Okay. You know, it was acceptable for others, but, you know, I knew that I could do better. So it was that at that moment, I was like, yo, I can't. I just have to stop and really focus and do my thing. If I want to drink again, I got to be up all the way up. Yeah. And since then, like, I don't even want to drink, bro. Yeah. It's crazy. Yeah.
So you feel much better, feel the difference physically and everything?
Physically, mentally, emotionally, everything, man. Like, best shape of my life. Like, my mental game is crazy right now. Like, I'm graduating next week.
Congratulations.
Full-time student. Thank you, bro. Appreciate it. I've taken 20 credits, you know, 5 classes, 6 if you count my lab. I wouldn't be able to do that if I was still drinking, you know, like being hungover or something. Like, damn, this project, I'll do it later.
I know by experience as well. I mean, I just finished drinking. I quit drinking 3 months. No, not even 3 months. In October.
Okay.
Had a little health issue. It was due to the drinking. So
okay.
It's over with.
So you know.
Yeah. So, you know, ever since then, I feel much better. I feel more clear-headed, making better decisions. You know, I'm keeping my schedule easier.
Yeah,
you know, I'm dragging ass, you know, and shit.
I know, man.
But that's good that you spoke about that, because that's inspirational to kids and other people who, you know, kids coming up and other people who might actually be going through that same process, you know?
Yeah.
And not everybody gets to the point where they decide, you know, this is it for me. So congratulations,
Thank you, man.
And I hope you keep your road to sobriety.
Yeah, brother.
I'll be keeping mine as much as I can, too.
Yeah, bro. We'll do it together, man. We'll do it together. And that's why I talk about it, you know, because when I was going through it, there was a point at that time when I was drinking, like, it was never an option that I wasn't going to drink. Yeah. You know, like, if I'm going out, yo, where's the bar? Or do I need to get something, or whatever the case may be? And I saw no end in sight. And now I look back and I'm like, yo, I can't even believe that I was doing that. You know, like, waking up and just being hungover, wasting days. Like, yo, like, it was just, it's like, crazy.
God promised you time on this earth. I understand it 100%. I will admit, on Friday when we were at Anya's album release party or EP release, it was tough for me. You know, looking at people at the bar having their drinks. I kind of scooted it off to the back. If you don't notice, I was in that other room for a minute.
I did notice that.
Yeah, because I was like, you know, I don't want to see these people drinking.
Right.
I smell that Hennessy, man. And that's my drink of choice, man. So I understand definitely, and like I said, man, more power to you and good luck on your journey, bro. Man. Yeah, it's tough. It's not easy.
Shit, man, it's not easy, especially those first few months. You know, it's like, damn, you're in there and everybody's drinking and you smell it.
And people some people are like, yo, you want me to buy you a drink? Yeah. Like, no, I'm good. And they look at you like you weird because it's like, yo, you at the bar, you're not gonna drink. Like, nah. I don't really want to explain it right now, but nah.
Yeah, man. Yo, my trick now, I just go with cranberry seltzer with lime and bitters.
Yeah.
The bitters gives it that little essence of a drink, like the old fashioned kind of flavor, but not really.
Not really.
And it looks like a drink. So nobody even asks you. Like once you have that shit in your hand, nobody even asks you.
I might have to try that tactic.
Yeah, and it shit's refreshing.
Yeah, it's refreshing.
Yeah.
And it tricks you into thinking like, all right, here's my drink.
And that's what I've realized. It wasn't even about the alcohol per se. It was just having a drink in your
the
hand.
habit, the motion and all that. Yeah. I heard that before.
Yeah, man.
So you mentioned that you was into acting and you did a major motion picture. And that was actually, you said you acted before you was singing and doing the music thing. So what was it that made you want to be an actor?
Just honestly, just being exposed to it.
Yeah.
My first play, damn, we're taking it back, but I was in maybe first grade, and we did like a Noah's Ark pantomime story. It was for my first grade teacher, Miss Cunny. Shout out to Miss Cunny, wherever you're at, Mrs. Cunny. Hope you're doing well. Damn, I remember like it was yesterday. I think we did it for her church or something like that, and we wore it all black. We had the mask and the gloves, and we were like the pantomime. Like, it was crazy.
That's interesting. So it was Noah's Ark, but there was no dialogue.
Nah, no dialogue.
So everything was done through expression.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's creative. That's interesting.
Yeah, that was cool. Then I think I did another one in like the 5th grade maybe. I played Langston Hughes.
Okay.
In my elementary school, we did a play, something like that. And then in junior high school, I did a couple plays. I was the Tin Man in The Wiz. I was Bernardo in West Side Story.
Okay.
And then I wanted to continue acting because, I had a talent for it. And I auditioned for LaGuardia High School, the performing arts school.
Yes, sir.
And I didn't get in.
All right.
Yeah, so I had to kind of pivot. So I took the specialized high school exam, and then I got into Brooklyn Tech.
Wow.
Yeah, so I went to Tech.
For you who are out there that don't know, Brooklyn Tech is a very prestigious school here in New York City.
Yeah, you have to take specialized high school exam to get into that. It's one of 3, I think 4 now.
Stuyvesant.
I think Townsend Harris might be part of it now.
Okay, and Bronx Science, right?
Yeah, Townsend Harris. So Townsend Harris, Stuyvesant, Bronx High School of Science, and Brooklyn Tech. Yeah, so I got in there. I ended up doing electrical engineering there.
Okay.
But I did take a drama class in my senior year. We did another play. It was we had an assignment where we all had to write like a short play, and the professor or the teacher picked the best one at the time, and then we acted that. And then from there, I went to college for the first time. I went to City College up in Harlem. And I was like, okay, electrical engineering. Yeah, my parents were like, you got to do that.
They got like a film school in City College, don't they?
I think they might have some type of film thing, but I went there I originally went for electrical engineering because, it was pretty, most people, CUNY system is easy to get into if you're a high school student here. So I went there and, within like 3 months of doing engineering, I'm like, nah. This is not it, bro. This is not it. I mean, I think I did the first semester, but it just wasn't for me. So that second semester, I switched to theater, and I did a bunch of acting there, a lot of Shakespeare stuff.
How were your parents with that? Because sometimes parents are like, how do you go from engineering to acting?
Most people would be like, yo, what the fuck are you doing? But I'm lucky, man. My parents are very supportive of me. They've always been very supportive. They'd be hard on my ass. Pause when
pause that.
When when I was not doing the right thing, but always, like I mentioned earlier, I have a strong support system. They've always had my back, no matter what I do, because they see that if I set my mind to something, I could do it. I could do whatever I want, but I wasn't doing it. So my mom, my dad, the rest of my family, they always saw the potential in me, and now it's like finally things are starting to come to fruition. The fruits of labor are starting to bear, and they're just happy, man. They're happy with it.
That's good to hear, man.
But yeah, from acting, I went into music because I was feeling. I'll never forget the thought that I had. Oh, I am an artist. I want to express my own feelings and emotions, and acting is other people's words and thoughts.
Okay.
And thinking back on it now is just fucking bullshit, bro. Like, yo, I just wanted to be doing whatever I wanted to do, and acting for me at that moment was part of school, and it was, I have to answer to this and do that, and I was just a young little shithead who wanted to do whatever the fuck I wanted, you know? So I'm like, I'm gonna be a singer. I'm gonna be a thing. And that's one of the reasons why my EP only came out this year.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I have all the talent. I could do this. You know, I was doing shows, you know, back then. I was performing and we were recording and stuff, but I just wasn't taking it seriously. You know, I thought everything was going to come to me. And for a while it was, you know, like the agents were coming to me and things like that. But that's because I was doing the thing. Yeah. I was doing the acting. I was doing the music in a sense. But once I stopped doing all of that, that's when shit started to dry up. And then that's when the real, you know, issues for me started coming in. Yeah. You know, like, I'm just working just to work, and I'm just working just to party. Yeah. You know, just I need to pay rent, I want to go out, and that's it. Yeah. And then before you know it, I fucking gained like 50 pounds. Okay. Like, I'm 150 right now. Yeah. And as early as last May, I was almost 190. Wow. Yeah. So I lost almost 40 pounds.
Nice. Congratulations.
Thank you, bro. Like, just, you know, having to focus and do the right thing, man. Like, not getting any younger. You know what I'm saying? I'm 36 years old. I'll put it out there now. I know people say don't say your age, but, you know,
right. He's still very young.
Yeah, I'm still very young, and
his whole life ahead of him.
Exactly. You know, like we and this is why I talk about these things. So yeah, I'm 36. I'm just starting, but not really. I'm just starting, but yo, I'm putting it out there now. Yeah, you can do it. Yeah. You could do it, man. Like, yo, acting, singing, whatever you want, career change, anything. It's never too late.
No, it isn't. It isn't. Some people got late starts, but they hit the ground running.
Exactly.
So now we are fast forward to today, and thank God for you that you made these changes, and along with when you quit drinking, you naturally lose weight too. Yeah, because all those calories that you were taking from drinking. Yep. So you lost all that weight. Yeah, and you're back performing, and you have a project out. Tell us about this project that you're currently promoting.
So the project is called Vibes. My first EP, finally. It's out on all streaming platforms right now. Make sure you go check that. And this is just a culmination of, you know, everything that I've been going through. You know, we actually started writing this project 3 years ago during the pandemic. Me and my buddy Exile from Frontline Records. Yo, what's good, X? He actually executive produced the project. Okay. He co-wrote 3 of the songs. So we linked up in 2020 because, you know, pandemic. I'm like, oh, yo, let's get it. Let's do it. You know, I'm not working now. I want to do this. So we made the songs. We recorded them at King Sage Studios out in Hollis. Shout out to my brother King Sage. He masterfully engineered the shit out of that damn project. You know, that's my dog. So we recorded the first 3 songs there in 2020, but, you know, I was still on my bullshit. You know, keep it a buck. So we did that, and then I was, you know, pandemic was pandemic. Mm-hmm. But then this year I decided, you know, after everything and being in school again, because I started going back to school again in 2021. Yep. You know, I had a choice. I could either go to school full time, and that's like another thing that I love my parents for, and I speak about this freely because I have that strong support system. So if you have people in your life, you need to lean on them. If you have problems, you have issues, yo, you're not alone. You're not alone. Yeah. And you need to rely on the people that are around you. So I had the option to either go to work or go to school full time. Yeah. So I went back to school full time, and I'm graduating next week. 20 credits, you know, 6 classes, all that. Thank you.
This man has been achieving things.
Yeah, bro. I've been busy. I've been busy. And that's all because I have the clear mind. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I'm able to focus on what needs to be focused on. Yeah. So, I'm back in school. I was in school with that. And then I got focused again this year, like really, really super focused, losing that weight and, you know, just getting my mind right. I decided to finish the project. So we finished up 4 songs. I wrote the other 3, and then Anya Labella, she wrote 1.
Yep.
Shout out to Anya. Shout out to Bars Express. You already know we had a little EP release party for her. Actually, not little. That shit was like big. Yo, a lot of people turned up.
It was a very good turnout, man. Shout outs to Anya.
Shout out to Anya, Bars Express. Me and her actually shook hands that night. I am officially the president of Bars Express.
Oh,
that's her record label.
We're looking at a president, man.
You know, something light. But
light. Yeah, man. So congratulations on that. So you said you dropped the project and you wrote you wrote 4 of the songs.
I wrote 3 songs.
Oh, you wrote 3 songs.
Exile wrote 3 and Anya wrote 1.
And Anya wrote 1. So which 3 did you write?
I wrote Rewind.
Okay.
I wrote 4 Seasons, and I wrote Don't Mind.
Don't Mind.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, and then Exile wrote Me and Mine. He wrote Faded Picture. He wrote Baby Come On, and then Anya wrote No Looking Back.
Okay.
Yeah, and this EP is actually out on Bars Express record label, so it's distributed through there. So and
the production, it's Exile or there's other people on there.
So we have a few producers on there. Ozo Beats did a couple tracks. Skimmer Beats did one. Damn. This is bad. We will put all the producers in the tag. I promise I'll tag everybody. We'll put them all under because Exile curated the beats for me.
I got you.
You know, Exile has been, he's, you know, he runs his own record label too, you know. Yeah. I mean, let me not say two because X is up here, you know, I'm just getting started, you know what I'm saying? Exile's the big homie. Gotcha. Exile is somebody that I strive to be like. He's been a mentor to me. I was on his record label in 2010.
Oh, really?
Like I started with him. He's the one who showed me how to break down a song, you know, count the bars, and you know, this is a structure of a song. So everything is just coming full circle with him being the executive producer to my project and everything. So he got a lot of the beats. Yeah. I found some on YouTube. Okay. Because I just wanted to fill it out. You know what I'm saying? I just wanted to find something that was good, that was a good sound for me. It was the best that I could do at that time. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? With the skills that I had, with the amount of work that I had put in the booth and all that at that time, that was it. Yeah. And shout out to my brother Mason.exe. He calls it the soul tape. That was my soul tape. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I did what I did. I did what I could at that moment. And to kind of jump into the future now, Mason.exe is actually producing my entire new project for next year.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So, and you know, we're just elevating the sound. We're just elevating the lyricism, the everything. You know, the tentative name for it is My Chemical Romance. Okay. Right now, chemical with a K, like Khem King. Yeah. So
I see the play on words.
Yeah. We're shooting for 2024 for that, or maybe April or May. But yo, this guy is amazing. Yeah. I just got to say something about him real quick. Mason.exe. When I'm in his booth, it's like my hyperbolic time chamber. Okay. You know, for all my Dragon Ball Z fans out there, you know, like I'm in there, like, yo, we've been putting in that work, and the product is gonna show.
That's dope.
Yeah, man.
That's dope. So on this project that you have out right now, you know, when I seen you performed 3 songs.
Yeah.
And that was Me and Mine, A Faded Picture, and Rewind.
Yep.
I gotta say that the ladies, they love it. Yeah. You gotta see them, man. Shit, I'm not bringing my girl to none of his shows. All right?
Yeah. That's funny.
Cause I don't do that. I be seeing some of the boyfriends in there, man. they looking upset. They looking tight. Look, I seen one girl send her boyfriend to the bar before he started performing.
Oh, nah.
So that she could flirt. So she could flirt with this guy. Nah, I want to fuck around. Look, guys. But yo, he gets a very good reaction from the ladies and some of the men because the music is official, man. I really enjoy the music.
I appreciate it.
How do you feel when you're performing? Do you feel the energy from the crowd?
I do. I feel the energy. You know, a lot of the times when I perform, I can see that they don't know what to expect. Yeah. You know, because when I walk in the room and they see me, they're like, "Who's this? Yeah. You know, who's this guy? What is he gonna do? He's gonna sing? He's gonna rap? What's happening?" So then I start singing, and they're like, "Oh shit." You know, they're pleasantly surprised, I feel. I mean, that's the reception that I've been getting. And, yeah, people like the songs, man. I feel like the ladies love Rewind. That's their shit, you know. Shout out to True Luxury, the homies. Every time I go out and they're there, I have to perform that song. because they love that shit, you know. And I feel like a lot of ladies like Rewind, you know. Me and Mine, I feel is a very, you know, kind of a vibe, just kind of chill song, so everybody can enjoy it. And then Faded Picture, I feel is very kind of touches the soul a little bit, because it's real, you know, like it's about love and loss, and it's kind of a bop, you know. It has a little kind of good tempo, so you can vibe to it, but also think a little bit, you know. So I think overall a lot of, you know, people just receive it well, and people seem to have fun at the shows. So, you know,
I'm not gonna lie, when Matthew told me about you, and then I seen you at the show, I was like, oh, this guy's real laid back. Let me see if he can sing. And you did your thing, man. You did your thing, and all three songs they're different. They're all very good. They go well as a set. So that's really dope. So now you got this new actually, before we even talk about the new one, you just dropped a music video.
Me and Mine. The music video dropped maybe a month now. Definitely go watch that. It's dope. My director, Benedict, he did his thing. He put it together. Shout out to Fiona Sang. She was the leading lady in the video. An amazing dancer. Just overall a dope human being. You guys go tap in, check her out. You know, if you guys need some amazing dancing or anything, choreography, anything like that, she's dope. You know, she has incredible talent, and she's just a super dope person. So definitely tap in with her. And the video was dope, man. It was fun to shoot. A lot of people showed up. It was a vibe.
I seen snippets of it. Definitely, that's the one you dressed up in the suit, right?
With the turtleneck.
He's looking really sharp in that one, man. Go check that out.
It's on YouTube right now, so definitely go check that out.
How many songs do you plan on dropping videos for this project before you move on to the next one?
Definitely, I think we're gonna do Faded Picture next for the next single. I'm up in the air right now between Faded Picture and Rewind. Just because of the reception that Rewind has been getting, you know. But Faded Picture is kind of a wintry song. It's like, you know, kind of introspective, you know, kind of reflecting. So we're kind of up in the air with that right now, but at least one. So if we do Faded Picture, we'll do some visuals for the new year, or if we do Rewind, maybe we'll do both. Maybe we'll do Faded Picture, Rewind. I
think the crowd will be calling for both of them. I personally would like to see both videos.
Yeah,
definitely. Faded Picture, you sit there, you're thinking about that girl that you miss. They got the one that got away, kind of, I guess.
Yeah, definitely. You know, because it's a song about not doing what you should have been doing in a relationship, and now that she's gone, it's like, fuck, you know. Kind of, you don't really appreciate what you have until it's gone, and now that it's gone, it's like, damn, that's all I could think about. So it's good, you know, when people listen to it, again, introspective, kind of self-reflective, and, you know, where you're at in your own relationship with yourself, you know, or if you're with somebody else, you know, just, we have to think about what we're doing. You know what I'm saying?
Self-reflection is important, man. You're never gonna grow if you don't take time to reflect on your own being.
Absolutely, you know, man.
Shit.
Definitely.
So now you got My Chemical Romance. How many tracks in are you so far?
We're still in the studio, you know, we're still working those out, but I think we have about 4 or 5 really like locked in. You know, we've been recording, we've been putting down the vocals, and, you know, just letting them marinate. You know, I'm not really in too much of a rush because, you know, I still have this amazing Project Vibes out right now that we're pushing hard, but I just, you know, don't want to fall behind. And, you know, Real Talk, Vibes is the only music that I have in this world. I have 7 tracks out. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you want to hear about music, go listen to 7 tracks. It's on everywhere.
It's on everywhere.
Yeah, man. But that's all I have. So I want to keep the momentum going. You know what I'm saying? And Exile introduced me to Mason, and we have great synergy. We have great working relationship. That's my dog. So, you know, whenever I'm over there or whenever we can, we just try to get the creative juices flowing and, you know, rock them out.
What do you feel is the biggest difference between the 2 projects so far?
This one, you know, I have some direction. You know, I have a little more guidance, I would say, because Mason has been doing this thing for a minute. So, you know, like sonically, just the music, engineering, just hearing things he knows. Like he just has an amazing talent for that, but also he's been putting in the work. You know what I'm saying? So he has that natural raw skill, but he knows his shit. You know what I'm saying? So me working with him, whereas with Vibes, I did, me and X wrote 3 of the songs. I wrote 3 of the songs. But when I was recording it or writing it, it was really just me. Like he was doing it, and then when I was performing or recording and everything, again, that was the best that I could do at that time. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? With the skills that I had. So working with Mason and like really, like, we be in the stew for hours, like 12, 13, 14 hours. Like, and like, if I'm doing something that he doesn't like, or if we're not hitting it right, he'll stop. He'll stop me like, you gotta do it like this. And I'm an actor, so I take direction very well.
That's good.
You know what I'm saying? Okay. So it's a great partnership where if he hears something, he's like, do it like this, do it like this. And I will stand in that booth and do it 20, 30, 40 times if I need to. Because sometimes, we just get it. Things just flow, but we put in that work, we put in that dedication. So as opposed to Vibes, where I was just writing and, we were just putting something together as a proof of concept, because that's really what it came down to. Soul tape, proof of concept, like, I can do this. I can sing, I can make music. Let's just put something down. Let's get it out there. Let's show people what time it is. So now that that's done, we're really focused on just elevating and evolving the sound. Yeah. So like I said, the booth is a hyperbolic time chamber. I'm in there for a couple hours, but it's like a couple years. A
couple of years for the Dragon Ball Z fans. They know what you're talking about. So, when it comes to your music, who influences you? Like what, where do you draw from?
That's a great question. Because I would say, first and foremost, Michael Jackson, for sure. Like my youngest memories, of singing were, when we started something, got to start, you know what I'm saying? But really, what really put me in it was the 90s R&B, bro.
Okay.
Like Drew Hill, Boyz II Men, 112. And I say Drew Hill first because, like, when I heard Enter the Drew, that second album of theirs, I was like, yo, the fuck is this? This shit is hot. You know what I'm saying? So, and that's how I basically taught myself to sing. I would just listen to these amazing artists, and just try to emulate their voices. So while a lot of my boys were listening to Biggie, Tupac, and all that, which I was listening to too, Nas my guy, Nas my favorite rapper. But I was listening to the R&B stuff, just singing it, just trying to sing it. And as I grew, more influences came, the early 2000s, Usher. I mean, Usher was in the 90s too, but, Usher, Joe, Case, all these guys, man. And then even a little later, like Trey Songz definitely had a big influence on me, because I was listening to him one time and I was like, damn, this guy can sing. And it kind of, it inspired me a little bit to kind of do that. So, yeah, man, it's all over the place. And then I like guys like George Michael, those Careless Whisper and all that stuff.
Careless Whisper is a classic.
Yeah, classic stuff, man. Like, so I just try to have an open ear to whatever I listen to, but the influences come from the early 90s, 2000 R&B for sure. Music Soul Child, all that.
Yeah, Music Soul Child. Those were good years for R&B. What do you think about the music now, R&B out there now? Do you think it's up to par, or you think that it could be better?
I will say that there are some incredible artists out there doing it right now. Maybe not the biggest names, maybe not the guys, the most famous people or whatever, but there are people that are really showing that the music is still there. The real is still there. The issue that I feel is what's the commercial or the popular stuff that's on the radio doesn't necessarily represent the talent that's actually out there.
Gotcha.
And it goes to the consumer. What are people buying? What are people listening to? What are getting the streams? And it's not really, it's the party stuff. It's the drugs and the drinking and this and that, which is great, if you're a partier and you do that kind of stuff, but it's just like everywhere, all the time.
Gotcha.
Just ass, which ain't the worst thing, but
Ain't
you know
the
what I'm
worst thing,
saying?
yeah.
Like, if we're gonna be real, you know, like, when was the last time you heard a real love ballad on the radio? That's not 107.5.
Yeah.
That's not on WBLS or something like that. You know, like, when was the last time you seen an R&B singer singing in the rain? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
That's for those who don't know, that's classic 90s shit.
Yeah,
you know
man.
what I mean?
That's oh, damn, I'm definitely dating myself right now with that shit. But yeah, there's no, like, everybody just wants to hit it and quit it. You know, it's the hookup culture and everything like that now. It's tough. You know, everything is so fast with social media. And, you know,
everything is quick, like fast food.
Yeah.
Fast information, fast music, everything just quick fix.
Yeah. Yeah.
Quick fix, man. Yeah. So what do you think makes you stand out from this crowd right now?
That's a great question. I would say just, you know, my message, because, you know, I sing about the relevant stuff too, like the stuff that's on the radio and stuff like that, because I live that stuff. You know, I like partying, I like women, I like, you know, doing cool stuff, whatever. But I also sing about heartbreak and struggle and finding yourself and then coming out of that. You know what I'm saying? So I sing about, I feel that I sing about things that people cannot really relate to. You know, after you're partying and after you're hitting the club and all that stuff, life is still there. You know what I'm saying? Life, all those emotions, all those things are still very much present. And you have to, people get lost in that. You know, I was lost in that. You know, I wasn't worried about my real life shit because all I wanted to do was party.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So now it's like, I speak about shit that I've gone through, my real life, you know, like the new project. Yeah. You know, we're trying to appeal to the masses, you know, to my target audience and all that stuff. So we're singing about stuff that's relatable, you know, which is partying, which is heartbreak, which is struggle, which is the ups and downs of life. You know what I'm saying? So I just try to be as real as I can because I'm just me. Yeah. You know, like, I'm not going out here saying I'm a gangster or I'm in this and that and da-da-da. Like, nah. Yeah. You know, I'm a singing ass dude. You know, like, I'm from New York. I'm from the hood, you know, from Laurelton, Southside, we outside. So I know what time it is, but, you know, I'm not that. You know, I like soft things. I like women who smell good. You know, I like, you know, I got to get the silk pillows cases and all that shit. I
hope y'all like women who smell good too.
You know,
if they ain't smelling right, man.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't need to be the hard gangster shit all the time. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
But let me not say that. That's not my lane. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? For me personally, Khem King, that I am the singer guy. You know what I'm saying? I'm the singer, I'm the actor. Like, yo, let's go out, let's go to the park, let's have a picnic, I'll bring you flowers, and then we could go get it in. You know what I'm saying?
That's right, man. Shit, you gotta have different sides to you. You gotta be multifaceted. Yeah, or else you're just a boring person. You know what I mean? You can't be
Mason on the
can't be a thug all day long, man. Some of you guys need to fix your face.
Yeah, bro. Sometimes you need the smooth stuff. You need to build it in.
Yeah, you can't be angry all day, man. Women don't really like dudes who are angry all day anyway. So. Yeah.
It's true. You know, you gotta look at everything. I feel, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's two sides to the same coin. There are so many different perspectives to life that, you know, if you get stuck tunnel vision in one thing, it can be draining. You know what I'm saying? You get stuck in the rigmarole, the 9 to 5 or whatever. You know?
Yeah, man. You know, you're very introspective and you have some insight. So what are what do you think are 3 things you would tell an artist who's trying to come up in the game right now?
3 things to an artist trying to come up in the game right now. I mean, I guess I'm talking to myself because I'm trying to come up in the game right now too.
What are 3 things that you're utilizing?
Okay. Be yourself, for one. You have to be genuine. Right? Like, the audience is smart. People who listen and consume things are smart. They can tell the bullshit a mile away. They can smell the bullshit a mile away. So, yo, if you're a gangster and you're a gangster rapper, be a gangster rapper. if you're not a gangster, do not be a gangster rap. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, if you're a singer, be a singer. Or if, whatever the case may be, just be yourself. Second thing I would say for artists trying to come up in the music thing, I feel, is focus on your audience, your target audience. Who are you singing to? Who are you rapping to? Who are you making your content for? You should be making your content, I feel, for yourself in a sense, because at the end of the day, I'm making it for me, because I like to sing, I can sing. But it's not just for you. Yeah. We create these things to be put out into the world. Yep. For people to take part in and interpret their own way, so you got to focus on who you're actually talking to, like what language do they speak? How old are they? These type of things, be focused on who your target audience is. And I would say the one thing that I'm trying to focus on right now is placement, sync licensing, those type of things, like what am I making this song for? Where is it going to go? Is it going to go on the radio? Can it go on, in the background scene for Power, or, in a movie or something like that?
Gotcha. Like,
perfect example. I'm working with an acting coach out in LA right now. Lilac Mendelovich. I think that's Mendelovich. She's gonna kill me if I don't say her name right. But yes, hi Lilac.
She's gonna kill you and the producers on your album.
Yeah, everybody's gonna kill me, man. There's so many names.
Yeah,
He's
got a few problems. We're gonna have to put this in the footnotes.
Or I gotta come with it written on my hand or something. You know what I'm saying? But I'm working with her. She's been helping me because I'm putting a reel together for submission to representation for casting agents and casting directors and stuff like that. So she's actually helping me with some scenes that I have to shoot for my movie. The movie is called, we're going to get into that, but real quick, it's called Dream Chaser. So she's helping me, and in return for one of the sessions, she's going to use one of my songs in her husband's short film.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? So to get back to the point, when you write the songs, where is it going to go? How can it be used? Because the streams ain't doing it. The streams, there's no real money in streams.
There's no money in that.
You need like 1,000 to make 3 cents or whatever the shit is. I don't even know what the numbers are. But where else can the songs go? Commercials, NBA stuff, whatever. You want to write with that purpose in mind so you can make money off of it.
That's right.
Yeah. So yeah, those would be the 3 things. And I know that was a lot, so you have to watch again. Make sure you watch this a couple times.
Those are 3 good things that to focus on. I think you might be the first person on this show to sit down to mention placements. Mm-hmm. I had a show called Decipher before, and I used to ask that question, but I think one or 2 other people might have mentioned focusing on placements. Mm-hmm. And that's important, because you can place your music not just on the radio and streaming services. You got video games, movies, commercials. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so many places that you could get paid too.
Yeah, exactly. If you got 10 songs out there making you $100 a month, mm-hmm. What's that? $1,000 a month? Yeah. That's more than you're gonna get streaming. That's right. You're gonna need how many streams do you need to make $1,000?
Millions.
It's crazy.
Probably.
It's crazy. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy. Yeah. So you got this movie that you worked on called Dream Chaser. Tell us about that.
Yeah, so it's called Dream Chaser the film. We're actually still working on it. We're gonna start picking back up shooting next year. Because of the SAG strike and everything, we had to kind of shut everything down. But it's an immigrant love story. It's written and directed by the incredible Maria K. Singh. She is a dope Indo-Caribbean woman that just is amazing. She's a director, she's a photographer, dope screenwriter. The screenplay has been killing it in Hollywood right now, just making the rounds, getting a bunch of awards and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. But it's a story of 2 immigrant families, one Guyanese family and one Trinidadian family. Indo-Trinidadian, Indo-Guyanese, so of Indian descent from the Caribbean, coming over to America and facing, the trials and tribulations of being an immigrant family. But it's centered around the son and daughter of these respective families, the Trinidadian son and the Guyanese daughter. And in our culture, that's kind of a no-no. The mixing of Guyanese and Trinidadian.
That's like a West Side Story mashup.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah. Damn, you know what? Actually, I didn't even think of that. But yeah,
man, that's
a little bit. Yeah.
Modern version.
Yeah, exactly. So they and they fall in love and all that. So my character is a relative of the female lead, so the Guyanese side. Yeah. So I'm one of the relatives, and
are you one of the bad guys?
No, I'm not a bad guy.
You can't be with him. he and the guy would be the Trinidadian.
Yeah, the
like
Trinidadian
we don't mess
guy.
with Trinidadians.
I think. Well, my role is more like I'm a blast from the past, kind of.
Okay.
Like the families had a bit of a falling out and this and that, so I kind of come back into the mix years later. So not necessarily a troublemaker, but kind of stirring it up a little bit. But a heart of gold guy. Just I have my own love story in it too. So it's I'm very, very excited for this movie to come out.
When you was preparing for this role, was it something you had to go outside of yourself to prepare for, or did you find something in yourself similar to this character?
Well, we're still shooting, so we're still developing, we're still evolving everything. So as we work, the character is similar to me. Yeah. Cool guy, just kind of laid back, chill. Doesn't know his own potential, kind of thing. So definitely resonate with that. And doesn't really take too much shit. Yeah. Like cool, down to earth, but don't. You know what I'm saying?
Fuck with me,
yeah. So I'm excited because we like I said, we're still shooting and we're still developing. So I'm excited to continue to grow with the character and evolve and see how it plays out, because these things, just being a creative in general, I feel you can have a blueprint, you can write things down, you can have it one way in your head as much as you want. Yeah. But it's not until you really start doing it, till you really start making it, where it's like, okay, this worked, this doesn't work. What's this? This is fire. I didn't even think of that. Yeah. Or like, nah, this is trash. Get it out of here. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just excited to see where this takes us, because it's going to be a historic movie. It's mostly Indo-Caribbean cast, but it's not a Bollywood movie. You know what I'm saying? It's not like an Indian Bollywood movie. It's a straight up Hollywood movie. We're doing it right, American stuff, but a full Indo-Caribbean leads, actors, stars and stuff like that. So it's the first of its kind.
Oh, really?
So yeah, we're doing big things, man.
It's dope.
Yeah, shout out to Dream Chaser, the film. Shout out to Maria. Shout out to Severe and the whole cast.
Yeah, man, I know this is presumptuous of me, but I'm looking forward to the premiere.
See if I get you a ticket or something.
See if I get a ticket.
Red carpet, right? Yeah, man, we're gonna do it up. We have we're trying to get into all of the film festivals, Tribeca, and what's the one in Salt Lake City?
I can't
remember, but yeah. Anyway, just all the film
festivals.
Cannes is in
what was that, like
France?
France, okay,
yeah,
all right.
Yeah. But all of them. We're trying to get into everything. So
well, good luck with that, man. I hope you get into all of that, and
I'll
be at the premiere. I'm gonna go live like he is right now.
Yeah, we need media, man. We need the media there. I'm gonna tell him, that's my media.
Made for Kings is in the building.
Made for Kings TV, baby.
So, man, you've accomplished a lot in a short time, I would say.
Yes.
And what would you like to accomplish within the next year or two?
Within the next year, I would love for this movie to be out. We're gonna be shooting next year, early next year, so we should be done. It should be out around this time next year, hopefully. My next project will be out. Definitely want to be doing bigger shows. Bigger venues, and just continue to get this train moving. You know what I'm saying? I've been working with Mason, and we have a great vision for next year. So we just want to continue to build the content, continue to expand the reach, work on the social media, the IG and YouTube and all that stuff. and just continue to have continue to build a solid foundation. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm graduating too, so I might look for a job.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
A little extra money never hurt.
Yeah, yeah. And my degree is very niche. So
yeah, you told me you're doing SEO.
Yeah, so I'm getting a bachelor's of science in professional and technical writing.
Okay.
So like a lot of professional outward facing stuff, which encompasses that, you know, it's SEO and target marketing and, you know, just deliveries, you know, hard skills of technical documentation preparation and things like that, soft skills like interviewing and, you know, communication, collaboration. So it's funny, a lot of the things that I've been learning in school have actually helped me a lot.
I mean, what you're saying, I can see how you could apply it to your music
Yeah.
and to, you know, the actual business aspect of music as well.
Yeah, yeah. Like developing my promotional content, learning the skills, you know, like using Adobe Premiere or Express, you know, creating flyers and teaser ads and stuff like that. Learning that in school and then figuring out, you know, how to include the metadata in it or whatever the case may be. Yeah. So it's very synergistic, you know, like meant to be kind of stuff. So I'm just excited, man.
I mean, you could also freelance. I mean, you could probably do project work too with those skill sets.
Yeah, definitely.
I might have to holler at him.
Get
my metadata right on my website.
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah, man. Definitely. Yeah, we'll talk after.
I need to optimize for the search engines.
Yeah. I got you, brother. I got you, man. Like if you Google Khem King, it's everywhere.
Yeah.
Like all my stuff comes up.
Yeah.
When you first Google Khem King, it was like some other stuff that was, you know, like I think there's an Indian vlogger who has more followers than me, but his stuff will come up first. But because of, you know, just incorporating everything, you know, doing the right thing, just you have to put in the work. It's easy stuff, but you just have to know where to look and how to do it. And it's time consuming. So easy in a sense, but tedious and time consuming.
Yeah, I got you.
Know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Well, man, it was dope having you here on the sit down. Before we go, I want to give you a chance to let the viewers and listeners know where they can find you, follow you, and purchase your music.
Yeah, definitely. First of all, thank you for having me, brother. I really appreciate you.
Anytime, man.
You can find me, just Google Khem King, Khem King. My music is on all streaming platforms. I got a video out on YouTube right now. You can buy the album anywhere or the EP wherever it's sold. You know, Apple Music. Well, honestly, it's on YouTube. Go listen to it for free. I don't really care about you paying for it. I just want people to listen to it and, you know, just get it out there because. Yeah. I just want exposure, you know what I'm saying? I want to get the music out there. We make good music, we do good cool stuff, so, you know, just tap in with us. Yeah, I think that's it.
That's it, man. You heard it here on the sit down. Khem King, go listen to his music, and if you like it, go purchase it. I purchased it. It was well worth
Appreciate that.
every dollar I spent on it. So
I made it the cheapest, however much it is. I made it the cheapest option. So
yeah, it's very affordable. It's very affordable.
7 tracks. It's 7 tracks. It's about 23 minutes long.
Yep.
So it's a quick listen. It'll take you on a quick journey, and I think you guys will enjoy it.
Yeah, you won't skip anything.
Yeah.
Make sure to hit that subscribe button. This is Mr. 13 with the sit down. Thank you for watching and listening. Peace.